So the number one thing that was announced at SuperBooth was of course overbridge for Digitact.
That sounds very fat and juicy.
So this video is the 3 top news from SuperBooth 2018, and I made it in collaboration with Dachipuchi. He's another YouTuber who's over at SuperBooth. He collected some nice footage that we'll take a look at, and be sure to check him out. I'll leave links down in the description. Great guy, great content, up and coming YouTuber, so check him out.
Hi, it's Dachipuchi. Hi, it's Dachipuchi. Hi, it's Dachipuchi from SuperBooth 18 in Berlin.
Dachipuchi.
So before we talk about the top 3 news, I just wanted to say that the circuit is also getting like a big update. There's a bunch of different stuff that they added to it, and I just wanted to shout out Novation for all their hard work with the Novation circuit. So what they're adding into the new circuit update is, for example, micro steps for the synths. So they added micro steps for the drum parts, and now they've added it for the synths. Hair up, hair down. I'm not sure. You guys decide. They also added the ability to tweak the synths over on the components website. So before you needed to use a standalone software, now you can use it inside of components, so that's really nice. But the biggest update to the circuit is probably that you'll be able to sequence patterns in non-sequential order. So before you had to go from like pattern 1 to 2 or 2 to 3, but now you can basically create chains of patterns in various different ways, and this is really nice. And Sonic State got a quite in-depth video on this, so I'll leave a link to that video with Gaz Williams so you can go and check it out. Now on to the top 3 from SuperBooth 2018, and the first thing that I wanted to mention is, of course, IK Multimedia Uno, the small $200 portable little synthesizer.
The Uno synth is a real analog synthesizer. It has a full analog audio path. It's a 2 oscillator synth.
I won't go into like all the specs. I have a long live stream where I talk about the specs, but the main thing is the price, around 200 euros. And one thing that I think some people might have glossed over, the fact that you have a lot of automation lanes. I heard 20 automation lanes, but regardless if it's 10 or 20, the fact that you per step will be able to change up the sound is really cool. So here's a little clip from Dachipuchi showcasing just that.
Bring it.
This is a monophonic analog synthesizer, but we're just like transforming the parameters in real time.
Nice.
Yeah. And because it's true analog, the parameter morph happens smoothly. There's no clicks and no zippering, no stair-stepping, anything like that.
So why do I think that this is a cool synth? It sounds good, it's portable. These sort of parameter changes per step is really interesting because you'll be able to bring it onto, say, a train or something and make some really weird, crazy loops and stuff that you can sample into your computer, for example. I really enjoyed that idea. So that's why it's getting the #1 spot.
Analog synthesizer.
Number 2 on my list is the Polyend and Dreadbox collaboration, the Medusa. This is a synth that looks really promising because it has an analog engine, a digital engine, wavetables also is supposed to come for it, a super cool grid-based controller from Polyend, and of course the sounds from the Dreadbox people. So I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. But also it seems to have an open architecture, so you'll be able to send LFOs to control other LFOs and stuff like that. So that looks really promising. And just as with the Uno, the sequencer integration here is integral. It's like an Electron device in that sense, it seems. So you'll be able to sequence changes to the synths via the sequencer. So this tight integration looks really promising, and here is a little demo clip.
There we go. And then you can change it like on the fly, so I hit record and start working on some.
then check it out. Like, I will start changing the values, and when I play them, they are being immediately recalled very fastly.
So I'm really stoked about the Medusa. I'd love to check it out. Dreadbox, be sure to check your email. And yeah, it's amazing synth. It looks really fun. And this list wouldn't be completed without number 3, which is of course that Prophet X, that juicy, almost like 3,500 euro, 4,000 euro, I don't know, super expensive flagship from DSI. Basically a combination of something like Rev 2 and a sample-based synth. So you'll have digital oscillators going into or combined with sample-based playback from the over 150 gig storage, and it just sounds really good. So I won't talk that much about it. Here's a couple of clips from Dachipucci, and be sure to check out his videos on this synth because, you know, there's so much to say about it, but it's just a lovely synth that not many of us will afford. So guys, this was a short news rundown. I made it together with Dachipucci. Be sure to check him out. Links down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support the work I do, you can always go to patreon.com/bowbeats, because I'm trying to get to SuperBooth, maybe NAMM, maybe Music Messe next year. So if you want to support towards that, be sure to go there and check out patreon.com/bowbeats. Have a pleasant day, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.